Welcome to the Player Supreme Show at ZenMac.com. I'm your motherfucking host, Player Supreme.
Everyone's excited about the new dance that's sweeping the nation. It's called the Cupid Shuffle.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, help me welcome to the stage your friend and mine, Cupid!
No Cupid! No Cupid!
Chocolate change!
Yeah. Just happened to do that dance the other night at the Portuguese hall, giving those Portuguese instruction on how to fucking dance. And a friend of mine actually ended up DJing there that I knew from my club days. I was real surprised to see him up there on the stage. But there was a lot of black folks there. There was a big crab feed. And the black folks, we turned that place out. We showed them what the party was all about and who got the rhythm. But today I want to talk about my post, hoe chasing and choosing, and some fellas who flop. Because I still see a lot of guys struggling with this choice. And the choice truly is yours to make in your life, fellas. Like I said, it's your choice to go out there and give away your power, or it's your choice to keep your power in the dating game. And I do realize that some fellas may not be all that attractive and therefore do not get a lot of girls trying to choose up on them. Okay? And that's why I try to develop you in those other ways. Number one being, I say, join toastmasters and learn public speaking, because that will give you a super aura when you get good at it. It gives you the confidence that overshadows everything else that you're doing in your life, fellas. When you conquer the number one fear, one of the number one fears, your fear of women will go so far down, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Okay? I've experienced that in my life, okay? I give you the exact same stuff that has worked for me, that made me a super player. Not just a scrub player, but a super player. Okay? Number two, I tell you to hit the gym. And a lot of guys, they don't realize the true nature of their looks. For example, one fella from another country was asking me, he was told he was handsome, and he was asking me, do I look handsome? And I don't like to judge fellas. I just tell everybody, most people are just about average. And I explained to him, in this country, he would just only be considered average. But, he was having girls reject him and stuff like that. But when you hit the gym, like I explained to him, and you develop a super body, that makes you even more attractive. So that increases your looks. Unfortunately, my path is a longer path, but when you get there, it makes everything easier. Okay? It makes everything easy. Number three, I teach you to level the playing field with your ability to wear the right colors. Excuse me. The right colors of clothes that match your hair, eye, and skin tone. This is recent stuff that I learned myself from Jovina. I just did it naturally. I don't know how. I guess being a Gemini or something, but I knew what my color, kind of vaguely what my colors were, based on astrology, stuff like that. So I kind of wore around the astrological colors, but many of those were not the right colors. But somehow I lucked up, okay? Because I figured black was good for everybody. I wore a lot of black. And I wore blue jeans. And I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. So I just happened to be picking the right color of blue that Jovi said was the perfect blue for me. I got lucky. Are you getting lucky? Do you think you're lucky? I wouldn't take a chance. When it comes to leveling the playing field, I would not take a chance. And black does not work for everyone, by the way. Okay? It doesn't work for everyone. Like if you're really, really, really dark-skinned, it does not necessarily work for you. It makes you look darker. It won't make you pop when you enter a room. Number four, I tell you to get something going in your life, i.e. start your own business, get your degree, or get a good job, or at least, where you can work up the corporate ladder. I teach you to find your purpose, because only 3% of the people on the planet know what their life purpose is. So you can become one of the elite. That gives you more confidence. Everything I do is all about building your confidence up, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that, if you actually understand that. But everything I talk about is about building your confidence. When you hit the gym, your confidence goes up. When you join Toastmasters and become good at it, your confidence goes up. When you dress well, you know how you feel when you got some new clothes on. You feel good. Okay? Number 5, I teach you to become more masculine and stop all that fucking pussification shit that's been programmed into you. It's your generation that got it. And by the way, it's going to get worse. Your little brothers are going to be worse than you are. It's getting worse. I tell you to quit the nerd shit, the geek crap, the eccentric wannabe I'm special, sent from God dummy stuff that you're using to make yourself feel special. You're not special. I'm sorry. There are a million other ones like you out there. Some of them out there shooting people now. Okay? The world's a big place, and some guys think that by applying a false mask, it will give them some real confidence. That's not real confidence. Women can smell the fake confidence on you. Plus, you come out as being weird and creepy. So I get you to become more masculine so you can drop the creepy shit. Women can feel you. They can feel your energy. They can feel your confidence. They are masters of body language. If you're creepy inside, it will come out in your body. So I'm all about erasing that creepy shit. Becoming just men. The way we were meant to be. Number 5, I teach you how to fuck. I teach you how to fuck the shit out of women. And put her motherfucking ass to sleep. If that female's still talking after you have sex with her, you didn't do your job right, brothers. That's what I teach. Put her ass to sleep. And I learned that from the pimps. A pimp down in Oakland. Okay? Put her ass to sleep. That way you become the best thing she ever had. You think about it, how many guys out there suck in bed. Think about how many men out there who actually suck in bed. A lot of guys think they got skills too. Like, in my days, black guys were known to be good lovers, but that's now gone thanks to the rap industry. When they, call bitches hoes and just hitting it and treating them like shit. Black girls aren't getting nuts anymore either. We used to be the masters of this shit. But thanks to our new music, we lost that masterhood. And we're blessed. Ain't that a bitch? But hey, when you learn the skill of fucking, I don't care how you are down there, you can fuck the shit out of a girl. And nothing boosts your self-esteem and confidence more than this one. When you know you could put a bitch to sleep, that your fingers are sensitive enough to feel inside of her body, okay? When you know how to hit that clit right and hit the dick right at the right angle, and by the way, it doesn't take a big dick to do it. You actually got to back your dick out, okay, to hit the right angle, okay? While you're fingering it, and you know how to talk to her during sex. Do you know no other guy out there in her life has done that to her? Do you know how rare that is? Do you know what that will do to you? How she'll put you on a pedestal, want to take you out, want to always be around you? Just from sex? Think about that. And when you look at a woman, you'll be able to communicate the information that you can fuck the shit out of. You'll have that confidence in you. And women can see that in your body language. Damn. When they look at you, they get a chill. Okay? It makes you look sexier when you have the ability, when you project it to fuck the shit out of a girl. Number 6, I teach you how to learn how to hold a decent conversation with a girl. Because, as I've said again and again, women love conversation. They love it like crack, brothers. Okay? They love it like crackheads love crack. When you learn to get over your silly bitch-ass made fear of females and what to say to a woman, when you learn to get out of your big fat-headed ego shit that drags your personality into smelling like shit mode, those are the guys always thinking what to say next. You smell like shit to women. They can see you thinking in your head, your big heads. You're not a good conversationalist. You're thinking of what to say next. When you just take an honest interest in her life as another human being on the planet who gets up in the morning, takes a shit, has to go to work at a job she probably hates. When you see her as just another human being like that, and you take a real interest in her life, you will be able to engage a woman in a conversation. And by the way, the men out there that can engage women in conversation are few and far in between. Get it? You become the amazing thing in her life. You become the light to the moth in the darkness. I've experienced this, fellas. I've experienced this. I give you stuff that has worked in my own life that I've experienced. Number 7, I teach you to build your confidence. And I'm talking about real confidence. And as I said in my post, a lot of black guys have that fake, because I had it myself, I know, that fake confidence. Fuck a motherfucker. Fuck the white boys. That shit, that's not real confidence, brothers, if you're black. That's not real confidence. That's why I have my African history section. I started this many, many years ago because I started learning some truth. And my self-esteem inside for being African American in this country grew. In fact, all that bullshit I had is all gone because I know the truth. If you're black, you got to learn the truth of our race. That's why I put the shit up on my Facebook account. Get into that shit. If you're on my site, go in there and watch the videos that I put up there. It'll give you real confidence. Those of you who are non-black, you need to build your confidence too. Everyone needs confidence. Women can smell confidence on a man. They are primed to become attractive, confident men. That's how unattractive guys get women. You see these ugly motherfuckers, these bad boys, but they're fucking confident. They got that confidence. It makes them more attractive. And by the way, if they're normal people, it's okay. You know, it's this community that has the issues. If you end up online, then you're one of the people who got the issues. So what's going to work for the guy out in the street ain't going to work for you. And that's one of the things that like people like Mr. Lucario needs to understand. You know, he the stuff he says is good. If there's a normal guy in the streets, you know, just be confident. Go up and just talk to girls. That's a normal guy, but that's not us. In my high school, I was creepy. I was weird. And I did it to myself. That's why I know you guys are doing it to yourself. It's like that self-awareness that intelligent people have fucks us up. Especially African Americans. That self-awareness. It fucks you up. You're a little bit smarter than people around you, and it fucks you up. So those are some of the things that you could do to help level your playing field, whether you hoe chase or not. This works for pickup artists too. This actually makes them better if they do all this stuff. So you guys who are hoe chasing, you join Toastmasters, hit the gym, level the playing field with your dress, get something going on in your life, become more masculine, learn how to fuck, learn how to hold a conversation with a woman, and build your confidence. Your game is going to go through the roof too. Does that mean hoe chase or not? Well, let's look at why you could hoe chase and understand it. It's a numbers game. That means you're going to face a lot of rejection, depending on your looks. And if you get the other stuff up there, it'll get better. But it's still a numbers game. There's still going to be a lot of rejection. Number 2, if you're not getting choosing, basically you haven't learned how to hunt or see choosing signals, or you're immature in your game and you only focus on the smoking hot chicks. That's what a lot of guys do. They get to an environment, they only focus on the smoking hot chicks. They forget the girl that's not quite as hot as her is feeling them, and they don't even see them. Those guys always say, I don't see choosing. I don't see choosing. I see them all the time. You don't work with a guy like that right now. Probably don't see choosing because he's focused on the hot chicks. When you ain't got no game, when you ain't got no pussy, you got to get in where you fit in to get your energy flowing. Every good player out there knows that. From my generation. But once you grow, then you can run after them and try your luck, as they say. Number 3, if you got a lot of time and energy to invest, I prefer to run my game like a business. Because remember, I've been in business for myself since the 80s. So I think like a businessman. Okay? So I know about energy. And I've always liked to do things the easy way, too. You know, I'd rather make my work easier for me. I always try to find ways and systems to make things easier. Okay, I've done that all my life. Like when I was learning math, I picked up shortcut math. So I could cut through the systems much faster. That's how I am. You may like to do things the long, hard way, so you stick the hoe chasing. You know, spinning your wheels, spinning your energy. That's up to you. That's up to you. If you got the time and energy to invest, all right? Number 4, you just might look up on a hot chick if you're average looking. Eventually look up on a hot chick. So there you go. The choice is yours whether or not to make the actual getting some pussy easy or hard. It's your choice. And that's what I'm trying to get across, you fellas. I prefer you guys to do your game the smart way, especially in the beginning. I prefer you to grow your game and your confidence with starter hoes first. That's just an average girl. Okay? Grow your game with an average chick. And then while you're building all this stuff. So a lot of guys think that, okay, well, I got to wait till I get all this. I got to wait till I build my body up. No, get an average chick while you're doing all this stuff. But the mistake a lot of guys make is they get the girl, they're getting pussy, and they see her almost every day and build a fucking relationship instead of learning to be players about it. You get one, you get two. You never spend your time more than once a week with your girls. Okay, you got to put them in the rotation, even if you only have one. And I know a lot of guys get all happy, like a kid in the candy store. They're getting laid and they want to get some more, and they don't listen to me. Then they end up in a fucking relationship and pissed off because they're stupid. Stupid. Damn stupid. Idiot motherfuckers. I'm passionate about what I talk about, fellas. That's why I cuss. Because I'm passionate about it. And it pisses me the fuck off when guys don't listen. And they end up writing me. The jackasses end up fucking writing me about the shit. I didn't listen to you, man. I should listen. Shut the fuck up. Now ain't the time. But yeah. Average chicks is an easier way into the game. While you're growing your game, while you're in the gym building your muscles, while you're learning how to become a public speaker, while you're building your confidence, while you're learning all this other stuff. You need something to practice on. You go out there, you've never you've never given a girl an orgasm, and you go out there and you luck up on a hot chick, you can't give an orgasm. You think you're gonna come back? You better be damn drop dead gorgeous. You think she's gonna invite you? That's why you see a lot of guys get flaked on. When they finally do get the pussy in this community, they suck in bed. The girl didn't come. She had to fake an orgasm. Got so bad. That's one of the reasons why they don't call them back. That's one of the reasons why they don't jump on that guy's ship, on that guy's team, and take a number and wait for the good sex. And women will do that. When the sex is that good, they will take a number and wait for it. It burns their ego up. And they got a time limit with how much they can take. Because it's demeaning to their ego to know that you're fucking other girls, giving the good shit to other girls. But I had them do it in my life. I had them do it again and again and again in my life. Take a number and wait. And then they start doing the extra stuff. Well, I made you dinner. You have no idea how many girls have made me dinner just to get me to come over. Call me up. Hey, I want to make you dinner. In fact, I'm going to share with you from my folder, if I can find it real quickly, Player's Handbook. Here we go. Okay, let me go to my documents. And let's see, under Training Hose, I want to share with you some of the things that I've experienced. If I can find this one. Let's see, Training Hose. Well, basically, there was a girl that, she offered to give me a back rub, a foot rub, take me to dinner, take me to the movies, and I can't really find the exact cut and paste. That's because this is the old one. Okay. Excuse me. I'm still suffering from that cold, that flu bug that's out there. It lasts like 3 freaking weeks, brothers. Can you believe it? 3 fucking weeks. I gotta put up with this shit. And it comes back. Goes away, then comes back. Goes away, then comes back. God damn it. Why can't I just go? Anyway, I don't have access to that right now. I wanted to share with you the words of this woman and our conversation. And I don't have access to my correct files. I do apologize. Oh, wait, here we go. It's right here. They're not in alphabetical order. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I would like to take you to see a movie some evening when you're free. A back rub, head rub, foot rub. Then she said feet rub, hand rub. Like to, next, she sent me, this is all on the same day. Like to take you for appetizers somewhere soon. I know you're dieting. I was always dieting back then. You let me know when. Then I need fucked, baby. I don't know why her language is so bad. She actually has a BA in accounting, and she got her master's. Really, I need fucked, baby, really bad. Are you game? Then how's my big daddy doing? Hope you had a nice night. I fucked someone else that night. Anyway, I was training to teach her to call me daddy. I told the first words out of your mouth should be daddy. You just don't get it. You're kind of slow in the chrome dome, baby girl. I'm taking the pussy tonight, so get the shit ready. And yeah, I want appetizers and shit. I'll be done around 8 p.m. She asked me, what is slow in the chrome? And I said, it's the reason why, and I had nicknamed her. Kind of slow, baby girl. Hard-headed, too. And she writes, do you want me to always keep my phone on now? Would that help? Because I called her and her phone was off. She said she wanted to sleep. So I shit on her for it. That's how I was back then, fellas. But I wrote to my fellows when I was teaching this to, I took time to destroy her self-confidence. I renamed her. And I wrote just to keep her chrome down to earth. Because this girl, she had an outrageous body. She had a fucking outrageous body. Smoking. And the brother that was looked at her and would not have wanted to hit that, smash it. Anyway, so I had to bring her confidence down. That's what I did. Was I would destroy a woman's confidence, like unfortunately I did to Jovina. It's just my natural tendency. And that's a sign of actually, well, I'm kind of a dominating and controlling and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of let it go, but I still got elements of it within me that I'm trying to get rid of. But that's just the way it is. So, as I said, the choice is yours. And you can tell how I feel about it. You guys know how I feel about it. I want you guys to become smarter players out there, better players than the scrubs that run around hoe chasing, giving away their power. Because a woman knows what you want when you step up. She knows what you want. Okay? How many times has you been hit on that day? Think about it. If you guys took a moment just to step into a woman's shoes, since the time she was about 13, how many times has she been almost raped? How many guys have approached her, especially if she's hot by European standards? Okay? How many uncles have glared, have given that look that makes her feel ugly inside? How many people at school, from the time she's 13, but when she's 18, what has happened to her? Many girls are sexually molested. They're raped. They got geeks approaching them now. They got nerds approaching them now. And hot guys. Think about it. Put yourself in their shoes for just a minute. I realize a lot of left-brain people don't have any connection to emotions, but just try, my friends. Just try. Okay, that's why I like to back engineer the game from a woman's point of view. We'll give them what they want. A lot of guys in this community, it's their energy that's fucking them up. Okay? Your energy is oftentimes based on your your self-esteem, how you view yourself, and your overall confidence level. Like I have one fella on the forum that I talked about in my post. Brother's blessed with a huge dick. Okay? But he's got some issues going on. He hoe chases. He's the last one, the last few that hasn't switched over yet. And hoe chasing is all about energy. And now look at the trouble that he's in, the situation he's in. Okay? And I knew it was going to happen sooner or later, as I tried to warn him some time ago. Another brother, he's 6'6", American Indian and black, good looking, great personality, but he can't find a girl. What's going on? I've watched PUA struggle and struggle to get laid. Remember, I've been on them forums, okay? I've been at So Suave. I've been at Fast Seduction. I was a member of these sites. I've watched them struggle and struggle just to get laid. I watch how they slather over their gurus who get laid easily. But when it comes to them hoe chasing, they fall flat on their faces. What's going on? I ask. It's their energy. Women can sense or feel your energy. If you're fucked up inside, as most of the men that come to the net with trouble are, then you won't feel right to a woman out there. That's why I'm trying to fix you. Give you all the stuff that will fix you. Make you not so weird. Make you not so low self-esteem. Because nice guys have low self-esteem. They supplicate to women. They put women on pedestals. And they think, and I see it all the time in the goobs on my YouTube channel. You goobs, you goobers. I was just trying to be nice. That's a sign of your weak self-esteem. Okay? That's why she shit on you. Do you get that? Can you at least please understand you got what you deserved? You put out weakness, you get shit on. Weakness creates more weakness. Okay? I don't know when guys are going to get that into their fucking thick, fat heads. Because I see it again and again and again. But hey, as my mom always said, a hard head makes for a soft behind. That means you get your ass beat. So get your ass beat in the game when you're being hard-headed. So women can sense you. And if you're fucked up inside, they're going to feel it. So these two brothers I mentioned, there's something going on inside them. I just had a conversation with one of the brothers. Okay? There is something going on inside his head. Which I'm not going to share, but there is some shit going on inside his head. Let me mention or talk about the metaphysical aspect. We live in the physical plane. Underneath our physical plane, there is the metaphysical world. For every action, there's an opposite equal reaction. So it is below, so it is above. So it is above, so it is below. By the way, we are the below. Because that's the physical world. It's very limited and minute. Finite. The metaphysical world is very vast. So metaphysically, for example, if you have chronic knee pains on a metaphysical level, could mean that it's because you're not going where you need to be in your life. That's how it happens. But it's all about energy. You put energy out, it's going to come back to you. So if you're getting constant rejection, what are you communicating to the universe? Those of you guys who have taken my 30-day program, you should know the answer to that. What are you communicating to the universe? When you go out there and hoe chase and get rejected, what are you telling the universe to give you? More rejection. So you always will get more rejection. Okay? Why? Because you haven't fixed yourself. You haven't fixed yourself. Also, if you started with a starter hoe, There's no rejection there. You get another starter hole that's a little bit grayed up. No rejection there. Next one, next one. You get to the top where you don't know what rejection is, and you have that natural confidence about you. You go up and you start talking to us, and you do that. When you have that kind of confidence, like I watched that Keys to the VIP someone posted. They had the stripper guy in there, and then they had it up against the magician. And I felt the stripper guy won over the magician dude. But they're pickup artists, and they want, because that's a representation of mystery. So they had that guy win. He had no game, except doing some magic acts, being a monkey, an entertainment monkey, a tap dance for him. Whereas the stripper dude just walked up. He had an act that he did, though. And those guys weren't even smart enough to see that. I knew what his routine was after a couple of months of watching him. He did the assumption thing. He knew bitches wanted him. Okay? When you assume that the females want you, because he's had so much success by being a stripper, he doesn't know what rejection is. So he steps in there with full natural confidence on the assumption tip. He came up to women. I know these chicks want to fuck me. And that works. I've used it in my own life, fellas. It works. That's why I recognized it. He had the dance success. It's similar to what I experienced by having the dance success as a club dancer with his own stage. Okay? So he's doing the assumption thing. And he's communicating to the universe. I always get laid. It's just natural. And I say that because that's what I experienced in my life. It became a natural thing for me. And I recall the series of progressions that I went through to get there. Like I told my buddy, it's just, when I go out, I get laid. That's just the way it is. Like I told my buddy also, when I was trying to find a new studio, or a new apartment, rather words, I said, I trust the universe. I have full faith in my ability to attract. And sure enough, boom, I found the perfect place, either studio or apartment. And I've done this over and over again in my life. I remember back in 1990, I believe it was, 1990 or 91, my main girlfriend, the bodybuilder girl, she was freaking out. I only had 2 days to leave the place I was. I was just relaxed. I'm going to go out for a drive. And boom, I found the place. I've done this in high school with my dog Chico. He was a fucking cockapoo. That's a half Cocker Spaniel, half poodle. You guys seen those things. Anyway, he escaped, and nobody could find him. I got in my car, and I just drove. And I went up in this housing area in my community where I'd never been. There he was, I kid you not, there he was sitting on the fucking corner waiting for me. I will never, ever forget that. He was fucking sitting on the fucking corner waiting for me. I opened the door, he hopped in, I went home. But I followed that inner feeling. Because I knew the universe. I was learning about this stuff in high school. But that's another story. There is an energy aspect to this, a metaphysical aspect to the game. That's my point. So when I went to clubs, I always hunted for the women that I could feel, I could connect with. I didn't judge them on their looks. They just happened to be more attractive. But I could feel them. There was that connection. I didn't want to sleep with what back then I called normal people deadheads. They had no psychic ability. I wanted to sleep with other people who had that psychic ability. And it's hard to find in Caucasians. Because as I learned in recent years, it's because you guys have calcified pineal glands. So I can't feel that certain psychic thing that I need to feel as I get more into a little bit of metaphysical stuff. But there are some women, I could feel that connection. I could tell the ones that just wanted to fuck. I didn't want anything to do with them when I was a club dancer. Okay? I didn't care how hot they were. Some girls had this entitlement thing. Because they were hot, they figured they could get me. And I love burning those chicks out. You guys remember me saying, if you've been with me long enough, that I used to like to trip those bitches in the club. Okay? The ones that go dragging their girlfriends to the club. I hate the girls that hold hands to the club. I love to trip those motherfuckers. The one that lead. I'm standing there talking to somebody, and I know they're coming by. I stick my foot out. It's like, poof. That's how fucked up, and confident I was in my game. See them tripping stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I got size 14 feet. My bad. Fucks them up. Takes them off their game. You get them off balance, you can roll them. Okay? So anyway, I've actually danced with girls that I've done that to, both of them, when they're dragging their idiot girlfriends around. The strong one drags the weak one around. Trip them. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? Put my hands on both of them and then start grooving. Because the one who tripped, she's embarrassed. So it takes her off her game, makes her weak. And I'm a strong man. So they follow strong men. Anyway, let's get back on point. So we got to understand the metaphysical side of things, fellas, of life and the game. We got to see it from not just from the physical point of view. And I realize many of you guys are very left brain, robotic by ropes and stuff like that. But you got to understand there is a metaphysical world out there. We understand that the universe communicates. What you communicate to the universe comes back to you. It gives you more of those experiences. If you go around saying, I want a girlfriend, you're communicating to the universe that you are in a state of lack. Okay? Those guys out there who are struggling to get a girlfriend, that's why they will always keep struggling. They will have a much harder time. Because they're communicating to the universe, they want struggle. The universe does not understand. The universal energy does not understand. Okay? It's very simple. It connects into your subconscious mind on that level, and the subconscious mind does not understand. It understands pictures. So you're communicating your lack. So it gives you more of lack. It tells the universe, this person wants more lack. Lack of a girlfriend. More struggle. More desperation. Okay? When you guys understand this concept, then you'll realize why I say don't hoe chase. Look at what you're communicating to the universe. Be very careful. Because the universe is going to give it to you. Just like people who pray to God. You better make sure you're clear in what you're praying for. Oh God, these bills are killing me. I need money for these bills. Okay? You're communicating to the universe at the same time. You can get more bills. You notice how people who focus on negative always find more negative stuff happening to them? They stub their toe, their car gets hit while it's in a parking lot, their girlfriend leaves them, they lose their jobs, one after another after another. Then they end up, committing suicide or doing something stupid. Look at these guys who are the geeks who are now starting to shoot people. They've had one negative experience after another in their lives. Till that shit builds up. And the Caucasian mind will crack. And they go out and shoot up a bunch of people. We got to stop this from happening. We got to educate people. Let them understand what's going on. How life really works. There's tons of books out there to teach you this stuff. It's easy to learn. Simple. But nobody gave you the playbook for life. That's the problem. Nobody gave you the real playbook for the game. That's the problem. You guys have been filled up with the fake stuff. That's not the real playbook for the game. And I'll end on that note, fellas. Peace.